السلام عليكم ورحمة الله طلابنا الأعزاء. أتمنى لكم عام دراسي مكلل بالنجاح إن شاء الله. هذه أول محاضرة لنا بمادة النحو grammar أوكي للمرحلة الثانية. طبعا أكيد يعني بداية إحنا راح نقدم في general introduction about what we are going to study this year. Your textbook, your course book is focusing mainly on tenses, and actually they are the most important things in grammar. If you master them, of course you will master the structure of sentences, and you can write sentences correctly with well formed English. Okay, so in this lecture, again, I'm going only to introduce a general idea about tenses and what do we mean by tenses. Okay, so in English, we have three main tenses. Again, in English, we have three main tenses. We have the present tense, okay, the present tense. We have the past tense, and we have the future tense. And each one of these tenses includes another subtenses, if we can call them like that. For example, we have the present continuous tense, we have the present perfect tense, and we have the present perfect continuous tense. The same thing with the past tense. We have the past continuous, we have the past perfect, and we have the past perfect continuous, and the same thing with the future tense. Okay, so here for example, the simple present, which is the most general tense that we use to talk about things in general, and we use it to talk about habits and things in general. So it is used to denote scientific facts. For example, when we talk about a fact or facts in general, we use the simple present tense. For example, the sun rises every day. This is a fact, and we use the present simple tense. Universal truths and work done on daily basis, and things that we do regularly. I mean, and things that we do بانتظام. We use to them the present simple tense or the simple present tense. Okay, this is uh, the formula of the tense: subject plus verb plus plus s or es according to the subject. It depends on the subject. If we have the third person, if we have a third person singular subject, we need to put an s with the verb, okay, with the main verb of the sentence. So for example, here she writes a letter. She writes a letter. Here we have the s, third person s, okay, and so on. Of course, we have the negative and the interrogative. The negative we need to add in this kind of simple present with the verb one, kind. Of course, I'm going to explain that later. What is the difference between, if we can say, simple present number one and simple present number two? Okay, if we have to negate the sentence, we need to use do, does to negate the sentence. For example, with not, of course, before the verb. Subject plus does not, or subject plus do not. She doesn't write a letter, or he doesn't write a letter, or I don't write a letter. Okay, and so on. While with the interrogative, the same rule, we add do or does at the beginning of the sentence, and at the end we add the question mark. So does she write a letter, or do you write a letter, and so on. This is something general about present simple tense. We have also the present continuous, which is used to express an action taking place at the time of speaking. So the present continuous tense, we use it mainly, not only, mainly to talk about things that happening at the moment of speaking. For example, I'm writing now. I'm writing. It means at the moment of speaking, I'm writing. Or I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. At the time of speaking, I'm talking to you. And so on. Here, of course, we need the verb to be, is or are or am. Okay? And the verb with the ing form. Inshallah, also I'm going to explain it later with a separate lecture. We have also the present perfect, which is used to show an action that started in the past and has just finished, or has an effect on the present, or will have an effect on the future. So here we need to use have or has according to the subject. So she has written, of course, and we need to, with the verb, we need to use the verb kind 3, which is the past participle version of the verb, if we can say so. Okay, and so on. And we have the present perfect continuous, which consists of subject, has or have, been plus verb plus ing plus object or a complement, and so on. And we have the past tense. We have the past tense, which we use mainly to talk about things that happened in the past, happened and finished in the past. So before now, yani the past, when we need to talk about things that happened before now, before the moment of speaking, or before the time we are in, we need to use the past tense. So, and also we have the simple past, we have the past continuous, we have the past perfect, and we have the past perfect continuous, the same as the present simple tense. And here we have also the formulas of the tense and some examples, and how to negate the sentence in this tense, and also how to make questions, and so on. This is the past continuous tense, the past perfect, and so on. We also have the last tense, which is the future tense, when we talk about things in the future, mustaqbal. Okay, here also the same, we have the simple future, the future continuous, future perfect, and the future perfect continuous. So if you notice this this table here, we have the tense. Okay, for example, the past for things that happened before now, while the simple future for things that will happen after now. Okay, future after now. So here, present, talking about things in general, or talking about things that is happening now at the time of speaking, past before now, and the future after now. Okay, and in each tense we have the simple, the continuous, and the perfect continuous. Okay, the formula or the rule of the simple future, we use will or shall, and mainly we use will, or also going to, or is plus verb with ing. I mean the present continuous for future indications. This, inshallah, I will explain this later in the lectures, in the upcoming lectures. Okay, so here we have a picture that explains the tenses in general, all English tenses. Here we have the simple present. I prefer my coffee black. This is a general thing that we talk about. أنا أفضل قهوتي يعني قاتمة. هذا الشكل البوزيتيف يعني الغير منفي. We have النفي, we use قلنا do or does. Okay, I do not prefer, etc. والسؤال إذا نريد نسويها سؤال استفهامي نقدم الدو أو الداز قبل الفاعل، وهكذا. The present continuous وعليه مثال she is listening، يعني فعل اللي هو verb to be with ويا فعل رئيسي ب ing. the present perfect اللي هو قلنا فاعل و have or has، والفعل اللي بعده يجي بالتصريف الثالث. وإذا نريد ننفي نخلي النوت بعد الهاف أو الهاز واذا نريد نسوي سؤال استفهامي نقدم الهاف او الهاز على الفاعل ونخلي علامة استفهام بالاخير. بينما السمبل باست مجرد الفعل نضيف له اي دي بالنهاية. اوكي، هذا البسيط. اذا نريد ننفي نستخدم did فقط للنفي ويا كل انواع الفواعل. اوكي، واذا نريد نسوي سؤال ايضا نستخدم did مع كل انواع الفواعل، نخليها بالبداية وبالاخير نخلي علامة استفهام. الباست كونتينيوس نستخدم لو was لو were زائد فعل ing والتكملة. اوكي، النفي نفس الشيء not بعد ال were لو was، بالسؤال نقدم ال was لو were على الفاعل ونخليها بالبداية. الباست بيرفكت اللي هو من نستخدم had. اوكي، ويا قبل الفعل. وطبعا هاي مثلا I had completed the task. وطبعا بتفصيلات هواي ان شاء الله بوقتها اكيد راح نشرحها بوقت من ناخذ الماضي التام وهكذا. السمبل فيوتشر قلنا نستخدم will لو shall، واكثر شيء نستخدم will. اوكي، هذا امثله عليه. الفيوتشر كونتينيوس نستخدم be زائد فعل ويا ing وهكذا. الفيوتشر بيرفكت نستخدم will و have لو will و has according to the of course العفو will و have، لان will لازم يجي بعدها فعل مصدر مجرد، فهنا will have هاي يعني ثابتة. ونكمل الفعل اللي يجي بعد have أكيد يعني بالتصريف الثالث. والcontinuous been هنا نضيفها لازم، هماتي إن شاء الله بوقتها نشرح لكم إياها حتى ما تصير هوسة هسه عليكم. فإن شاء الله هذن عندنا الأزمنة الرئيسية مثل ما قلنا، اللي هو البريزنت الباست والفيوتشر. البريزنت بتفرعات، الباست بتفرعات، وأيضا الفيوتشر بتفرعات. وأشكركم جزيل الشكر. هذه مجرد محاضرة يعني introduction عام على what we are going to study إن شاء الله in this course. Thank you very much. For any question I'm ready to answer. Thank you.